Good morning. I'm very honored to be here today. I'd like to share some insights on my 25-year journey in this dynamic world of mortgage banking. I currently serve as an assistant vice president at one of the Texas leading mortgage banks. My journey started in the mortgage industry, like I said, 25 years ago, when I embarked on the path of in the industry as a loan officer. And in those years, of course, I improved and then I became a mortgage broker, where now I had about 20 loan officers working under me. But over time, I transitioned from being on the sales side and I came to the mortgage underwriting side, which is the back side. And of course, now I work as an assistant vice president of a bank here in Dallas, Texas, where I lead a team of mortgage underwriting managers, and of course a team of mortgage underwriters, as well as a cross section of the mortgage industry, closers, funders, and things of that nature. So today I just want to discuss. People have been asking me because I do have a YouTube, and a lot of people are very interested in this mortgage industry world. And one of the biggest questions people ask me is how much does a mortgage underwriter earn in the United States? Well, that's a very difficult question. In the United States, the salary of a mortgage underwriter can vary depending on factors such as experience, location, education, and the specific employer. As of my last update in January of 2024, the median annual salary for a mortgage underwriter typically ranges from 70,000 to 90,000. However, experienced underwriters or those working in high demand areas or for large financial institutions may earn salaries in the six figures. So additionally, these factors such as bonuses are also there. There's commissions and benefits can also influence the loan compensation. So it varies depending on that. But it can go for anywhere from, I would say, 70,000 to 150,000. But also remember, there's bonuses and commissions and things of that nature. And some underwriters work hourly, so there's also overtime. So uh, it does vary, and there's a lot of earnings to be made depending on your skills. Another common question is mortgage underwriting stressful? Well, mortgage underwriting can indeed be a stressful job, but the level of stress can vary depending on your individual factors, such as your workload, how much work are they giving you, the organizational culture, time pressures, and of course your personal temperament. So it can be stressful in that regard because it's not the same for everybody. Here are some factors that contribute to the potential stress in mortgage underwriting. So when I talked about workload, mortgage underwriters often have to handle a large volume of loan applications. And each loan requires careful review and analysis. And of course, this can lead to tight deadlines and pressure to meet these deadlines and, of course, these quarters. And then also you have the responsibility. As an underwriter, you're responsible for assessing the creditworthiness of a borrower. And also, you must ensure that the loan meets the lender's guidelines and regulatory requirements. So, making decisions that can have significant financial implications for both the borrower and the lender can be very stressful. As I said, there's regulations and there's guidelines. that you must follow. Additionally, underwriters need to meticulously review financial documents. You are supposed to review their credit reports and other information to accurately assess the risk. So the pressure to avoid errors and oversights can lead to stress on the job. Another stressful area of mortgage underwriter is various regulations, which can change frequently and require continuous learning to stay compliant. Adhering to these regulations while managing workload can be challenging and stressful. So there's always changes, like for example, interest rates may change and things of that nature. So an underwriter is required to continuously learn and keep up to date. Then, of course, underwriters often need to communicate with the loan officers, who are doing the sales. You also have to communicate with the borrowers and other stakeholders to gather additional information, to get a clear details on loan. So managing these interactions can add to the workload and stress. So yes, indeed, it can be stressful. But despite the potential stresses, some individuals thrive in this fast-paced environment. Some people thrive in being able to pay attention to detail. And of course, it requires effective time management, good communication skills, and support from colleagues and other management can help relieve this stress and can make the job more manageable. Additionally, employers may offer resources such as training, mentoring, and wellness programs to support the well-being of underwriters. So yes, it's manageable, but just like any other job, it does have this stress about it. The other thing is, of course, home buying is a very stressful event, and underwriters do play a very key role in this process. You have to make very important decisions which impact many people, because your employer relies on you to make decisions about millions of dollars, and a mistake can really cost big time. So just the fact that you don't want to cost your employer a lot of money, and also you have to make right decisions, it can make decisions difficult and stressful. So yes, it can be stressful. And because of that, the pay is good. Because of that, the pay is good. It's very helpful to have experience. When you have experience, your salary figures are higher than those without experience, and experience comes with overtime. The salary figures, provides an insight into the compensation that individuals in the early stages of their underwriting career can expect to earn in that region. So in California, the pay for a new underwriter may be slightly different from an underwriter in, say, Nebraska. And also, the pay will also determine on how stressful, basically, how many loans are you able to see, depending on the size of your employer. So it varies greatly, and that also leads to stress varying greatly. If you work in a little mortgage company that doesn't see too many loans, your stress level will be way less than a person working, say, with one of the bigger banks where everybody applies. So they have to see more applications every day. So yes, it's manageable and it's doable. So the question like I said, keeps on coming is, do mortgage underwriters make good money? Yeah, they can make good money, particularly as they gain experience and expertise in the field. Location, level experience, education, and the general employer can all impact an underwriter's earning potential. So just remember, your base pay is not everything. Your base pay could be $70,000 or $80,000. But remember, there are bonuses. The employer has quotas they'd like for you to meet. If you meet those quotas, you could get a bonus. You could get a bonus of 20,000, 15,000, 30,000, or 5,000, depending on what your employer offers you your bonuses for your quota. Then also remember there's commissions. Some employers have a commission for you if you meet a quota. And these commissions can almost give you an extra 15% raise or 20% raise on your salary. And then these other forms of compensations can also contribute into the underwriter's total earnings. So with continued experience and skill development, a mortgage underwriter may have opportunities of salary growth and advancements within their careers. So while individual circumstances can vary, mortgage underwriting can offer competitive salaries and potential for financial stability and growth in these areas. So I would encourage anybody who is able to pay attention to detail and is willing to work and look at files. It's a great, great, great career, because skilled and experienced mortgage underwriters who are proficient in underwriting various types of loans, including FHA and VA. So FHA and VA are government loans. So when you do those ones, you definitely have more experience, and your pay goes much higher if you're doing FHA and VA loans. So you can do regular loans, and then you can advance because of your experience and skill to move into the other loans, FHA and VA, which can indeed command salaries in the six figures area before bonuses and salary. So the ability to underwrite different types of loans effectively adds value to their scales, of course, and may lead to higher compensation. So I'd encourage every underwriter to improve themselves and be able to do various kinds of loans. And of course, FHA and VA are top of the line. Furthermore, as the demand for mortgage underwriters continue to be strong due to the fluctuations in the housing market and changes in interest rate, individuals with advanced skills and experience are often sought after by employers, which can further contribute to the potential higher earnings. So yes, there is indeed opportunity in that area. So seasoned and skilled mortgage underwriters have the potential to earn competitive salaries, especially if they have expertise in underwriting different types of loans. So as an underwriter, I think bonuses are actually a key. Bonuses are based on various factors again, as individuals' performance and team performance, meeting or exceeding targets, and the overall performance of the company can lead to bonuses or higher bonuses. For example, underwriters who consistently meet or exceed the productivity and quality goals, they may be eligible for a performance-based bonus. Additionally, some companies offer bonuses tied to the volume of loans underwriters or the overall profitability of the mortgage department. So the structure and the amount of bonuses can vary depending on the employer and the specific policies they have in place. And in some cases, the bonuses can significantly augment an underwriter's total compensation, providing an incentive for higher performance and also productivity. So the skill level experience will determine how much an underwriter will get paid. So it's possible for an experienced underwriter to earn a salary with a base pay of $150,000 or more, and of course, especially in the regions with higher demand or a cost of living. Then additionally, bonuses can significantly augment their total compensation, making it a lucrative career path. Bonuses are indeed a common component of underwriters' compensation. Plus, they are often tied to various performance metrics such as your volume of the loan, your accuracy, and of course, are you able to meet or exceed your targets? So maybe your target is a certain number. Are you able to meet that number? And for example, that number meant the company would make $1 million. Are you able to exceed that? When you exceed that, you do get a bonus. So these bonuses serve as an incentive for underwriters to maintain high productivity, high quality, and also maintain efficiency. Overall, the compensation package for a mortgage underwriter, including base pay and bonuses, can vary greatly. And that's why the question of how much an underwriter makes, it's impossible to just give a straight answer, or because the shoe does not fit all. Now, what are the qualifications for an underwriter? What do you need to become an underwriter? So to become a mortgage underwriter, individuals typically need a combination of education, you need some training, and also skills. While specific qualifications may vary depending on the employer and the jurisdiction where you work, here are some common qualifications and requirements for mortgage underwriters. So education, a bachelor's degree is often required to become a mortgage underwriter. While graduates from any degree discipline may be eligible, some employers prefer candidates with the degrees in fields such as accounting, finance, economics, law management, or business studies. So again, it's not the same everywhere. Knowledge of mortgage industry. So to qualify, a strong understanding of the mortgage industry, including mortgage products, regulation, underwriting guidelines, and lending practices. These are essential for mortgage underwriters. This knowledge can be gained through formal education, training, programs, or on-the-job experience. Another requirement or qualification is analytical skills. So underwriters meet and need strong analytical skills. You have to be able to evaluate financial documents. A good underwriter will have to be able to evaluate assets and credit worthiness, and then make sound underwriting decisions. This must be able to meet the borrower this must be able to analyze complex financial information, identify risk factors, and determine the appropriate course of action. So you have to be able to analyze documents and make a decision. Paying attention to detail includes a strong person who can focus. Underwriting requires meticulous attention to detail to ensure accuracy, and completeness in reviewing a loan application. So financial documents and income documents, reviewing the credit report, and making underwriting reports. So all these reports have to be accurate because even small errors or oversights can have significant consequences. So underwriters must be thorough in their work. So that is another requirement or qualifications. Then your communication skills have to be top par. Effective communication skills are essential for mortgage underwriters because you have to interact with the loan officers, you have to interact with borrowers, and also you have to interact with the stakeholders involved with the loan process. So underwriters must be able to clearly explain their underwriting decision, why they made a decision. And they should also be able to request additional information or documentation and provide guidance as needed. So like I say, I'm a VP, so there's different areas of underwriting or are in the mortgage department. So your underwriter will be able to communicate with everybody in every corner or every area of underwriting. So besides having good communication, then underwriters must stay informed about regulatory requirements and changes in the mortgage industry. This will help them to ensure compliance with applicable laws and regulations. These includes regulations set by the government agencies such as Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and also guidelines established by entities like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And I'll explain Freddie Mae and Freddie Mac in the next chapter. So training and certifications are also important. Employers may provide formal training programs or require mortgage underwriters to obtain industry-specific certifications. And they'll all be able to demonstrate their expertise and competence in mortgage underwriting. So getting all this training is important. So if you want to get training or education, you must start by acquiring necessary knowledge and skills in the mortgage underwriting. So you can pursue formal education in finance, education, economics, or related fields to gain foundational understanding of financial concepts. And you also can consider enrolling in mortgage underwriting courses. These courses typically cover topics such as underwriting guidelines, loan types, of course, conventional loans, FHA loans, and VA loans, and also the study of risk assessment and regulatory compliance. So to gain experience, employers often prefer candidates with that relevant experience in the mortgage industry. So you must consider gaining experience through internships, entry-level positions, or roles in related fields such as loan processing or banking. This hands-on experience will provide valuable insights into mortgage underwriting practices. No, and so once you've completed the required training and courses, you will need to pass the certificate examination associated with your chosen certificate program. These exams typically assess your knowledge of mortgage underwriting principles, guidelines, regulations, and the best practices. Background checks are necessary for you to be an underwriter. You might have certificates that you're required to go work, but you must pass or you must undergo a criminal background check. This is necessary because as underwriter, you have access to a lot of information on your borrowers. So you must ensure you meet any eligibility requirements and comply with all background checks required. So, and after obtaining your certification, it's essential to stay current with the industry development and regulatory changes. You must participate in continuing education programs, attend industry conferences, and stay informed about updates in mortgage underwriting practices. The good thing is most companies will pay you for you to attend these conferences and seminars and areas whereby you can get more training for advancement. So as you can see, you really don't need a degree, or let me put it this way. The education requirements to become a mortgage underwriter, having a degree can be beneficial, especially when applying for positions at large institutions or for more competitive roles. Then, of course, now your education or your degree may put you in a better position. But many employers prefer candidates with experience. Of course, a candidate with a degree in business, administration, finance, economics, accounting are more situated for finances. But relevant knowledge, enhanced skills, and credibility, all these can enhance your chances of becoming a mortgage underwriter. It's important to note that formal education is not the only path to becoming a mortgage underwriter. Many individuals enter the field through alternative roles, such as gaining experience in related roles. Like I say, you can start as a loan processor, you can start as a loan closer, you can start as a loan funder, and or completing specialized training programs. Regardless of education background, aspiring mortgage underwriters typically need to undergo on-the-job training and work closely with senior underwriters to learn the intricacies of the role, including understanding underwriting guidelines, assessing risk, and making loan approval decisions. This you have to learn how to do that. How do you combine income, credit, assets, collateral together, then make a decision on a loan, whether it's approved or declined. So while a degree can be advantageous, it's not always a strict requirement, and candidates with relevant skills, experience, and strong work ethics can still succeed in the field of mortgage underwriting. So I think I will end over there, and then I will do a part 2 of this. I'll answer a question that I always get. What happens when a loan goes into mortgage and into an underwriter's hand? So I'll do a part 2 on that, and then we can go from there. Thank you.